Back in the news. Let's see what Jasmine Crockpot talking about.
Jasmine Crockett is now coming under fire for a newly uncovered clip where she takes her offensive rhetoric to another level. Here's what she had to say about Congressman Byron Donalds.
If we continue to put people into office, and that even means some of our skinfolk who definitely are not our kinfolk, such as Byron Donalds, who are going to continue to say that, the fact that you sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow, is this because you don't understand history? Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you? I'm not really.
He said that the family was more together, not better. And that was his opinion.
Sure.
And we know comments like this are nothing new for the unhinged Congresswoman, who has now surged to the top of the Democrat Party.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Women rights again.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot mess, honey. It's Ted Cruz. This dude has to be knocked over the head, hard, right? All I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Let me tell you, we have a thug in charge of the United States. We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your. We are going to make sure you understand what democracy looks like.
If you could speak directly to Elon Musk, what would you say?
Talking about life
I want to start and stop right here.
was better under Jim Crow. Is this because you don't understand history? Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you? I'm not really sure. Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you? I'm not really sure.
All right. So before we get into what I really want to talk about, I want to just state the obvious is that Jasmine Crockpot has gotten herself into a world of
sensational,
a messy situation because of one comment that she made. And so now people are starting to dig up other things that she said. And literally the montage creates itself of all the hateful and racist things that she said. She is starting to become a mini Joy Reid in the government right now. So she's really going to get herself in a really bad spot because of her mouth. Now, why do I want to stop right here what she said about him being married to a white woman? Come on, black folks. Y'all know that this is a common theme in the community, right? Y'all know that this is a common thing. Anytime someone is married outside of a black person, they could be foreign, they could be white, it somehow offends people. It somehow gets them all riled up because when you want to state an opinion about something or a fact about something, when they feel offended, one of the first things that black people will do to make you feel disqualified is they'll say, oh, they married to a white woman. Or white woman married to a black woman married to a white guy. Oh, she married to a white guy. Oh, she living out here in the suburbs. Oh, she don't understand life. They make this always about race. Other cultures, although they prefer, hey, marry with inside your race, you know what? They don't say it's because they married to that black person over there. You know what, man? They just say whatever. But we are the culture that wants to disqualify someone because they're married to someone white. What part of that explanation did it deserve? Oh, it's because he's married to a white woman. So what? Oh, because he's married to someone white, he's not like us, right? He doesn't think like us. Well, let me give y'all a news flash, black people who think like this on the lower level, because this is low-level thinking. Maybe you should take some type of advice or perspective for someone else who's elevating in life or that's doing something different in life so that you can do something different in life. Growing up, I've heard from so many people because I didn't live in a certain spot, right? Oh, where you grow up at? And I'll say it's, suburban city. Oh, you grew up in the suburbs. And all of a sudden, I'm not black because I grew up in the suburbs, or I'm less black because I like to do this and do that. And it was one of the weirdest things. You want to call me Uncle Tom, you want to call me Sambo, Coom, all these other things because I had sense and my parents weren't for that stuff. And I couldn't act like, the black people down in the hood when I'm going to a nice school and I know how to speak. I know what's right from wrong. My parents go knock me over the head from acting dumb. Meanwhile, Jasmine Crockett goes to one of the best private schools, I believe, in St. Louis, in a nice college. She knows how to speak, which there's a video out of her speaking eloquently and knowing how to, communicate. But now she's talking like she's from the hood. Now she's acting ghetto because this is going to get her accepted in the Democratic Party? Really? So you're going to act like you don't have sense even though you do. Some of you guys may know the movie ATL, and she's acting no different from Nunu. Nunu was out in the suburbs. She knew right from wrong. She was living right, but she wanted to be accepted by the black folks, so she had to act black instead of act herself. This happens so much in our community, and it makes me so tired. It makes me so tired to hear this because they act like we can't elevate. Why can't Byron Donald marry a white woman? Why? Oh, because you think that means that he hates black people? No, it just means that he loved a woman who loved him who happened to be white. And why couldn't that be? Does that mean that he never dated a black woman before? I know a lot of people that have dated black people and they've married someone who was Asian or someone that was, white. That doesn't mean anything. And what does it mean, right? What are you going to do? Are you going to go and make his love life any better? No, he loves who he loves. Leave him alone. I absolutely hate this in our community, man. They do this all the time. Like I said, wherever you grow up at or whoever you're married to, if you're not falling within the box of what black culture deems as black, they want to ostracize you and make you feel like you're the problem and that you don't understand reality. And let me give y'all a news flash. Maybe y'all don't understand reality. Maybe you don't understand growth and perspective. If I have to fall within this box of being black, I don't have to act black when I am black and I'm elevating as a black man or a black woman. Like, come on now. Why do we think so small? But she wants to talk about why it's such a bad thing that he's married to a white woman. Meanwhile, if I'm not mistaken, Jasmine Crockett's not married at all.
Sensational.
Right? So why don't you go out there and find somebody that will love you? Will it matter what color they are? No, it doesn't. And it's ironic that she represents the party that panders to black people all the time, but meanwhile, she wants to be offensive to black people. You don't think there's Democrats that are, black that's married someone white or someone that's foreign? So listen, I think I said what I had to say about that part. And I laugh at people like that because I know you have a low level thinking. On to Jasmine Crockett herself. I've been covering her a lot lately because I see that people really like Jasmine Crockett. And I find it funny that you guys are so delusional to not understand the destruction that she's taken herself through. She is ruining her political career all because of Trump derangement syndrome. When she gets beat by Sheldon Daniels, who I don't even know who Sheldon Daniels is, but the fact that his name is starting to gain momentum because that's the person that she's going to run against in 2026, and his name is rising through the ranks, tells me something. It reminds me of Tiffany Henyard out in Dalton when people couldn't wait to get her out of there. The same story is seeming to happen right now to Jasmine Crockett. She's going to end up losing her seat, and then she's going to find herself not being in politics because of all of the antics that she's been running right now while she's out there in Washington. She's making a complete fool of herself. Meanwhile, you people say, I love Jasmine Crockett. What do you love about her? What do you love about her? Because she just was in an interview with two gentlemen, and she said, I'm not interested in passing any laws. I don't want to be a part of the progress train. I want to be a part of the regress train, which basically she's saying, I'd rather just fight against Trump and not pass any laws. You were hired to pass laws and fight for the people of your district. What do you guys like about her? Oh, that she's ghetto? That she's acting real? Well, she's acting real fake because this is not how she talks, and she's not even from this life. She's really somebody she's an educated black woman. Is this how we want our educated black women to speak? How we want them to act? How we want them to conduct themselves out in public? This is what we want our educated black women to look like, right? Got it. Well, if this is the case, well, she is also taking us back. She's not moving us forward. She's taking us back. That's all I'm going to say on this video. I really want to talk about the race part because, you know, I hate that we think this way. I really do. I hate that us black people think this way. And we want to always talk about who somebody is in a relationship with, who they've had a kid with, who they're married to, because they're an opposite race. And it's a form of racism. It really is. If any other culture said it, we would be up in arms about it. But because we're black and because we have the, you know, the history that we have here in America, we think that we can say that and it not be offensive. And it is. And we should look at all black people as an extension of ourselves and say, man, that's incredible what they've been able to do. We should look at another person who's mixed and say, hey, man, they're also black too if they got black in them, and they've been able to do great things. But instead, we look at people like Tiger Woods, and then you'll say, oh, he's not black. He ain't did this and that. Because you know, you say, well, he calls himself Blasian. Well, he is black and Asian. Why can't he embrace both sides? Why can't we embrace him as well? But, you know, whatever. But y'all love Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan to tell y'all to get away from y'all, but y'all keep buying his shoes. Anyways, let me get up out of here. Like I say after every video, this is chess, not checkers. I'm going to see y'all at work 2 times.
You are watching a master at work.
See you.